Welcome, welcome to the new moon in Cancer ceremony. Please hold your super chat. For those of you who are new to this, please hold your super chat. We are just going to focus on feeling our superpower. Oh my God. First of all, this is the theme: judgment. Right now, as we speak, the moon is exactly 20 degrees opposite Pluto. This is the end. How many of y'all feel dead? Like, how many of y'all just feel death? If any of y'all have had like profound amounts of insomnia, we have been feeling transformation because the theme of this new moon is rebirth. In order for you to step into the main arc of your life, you must embrace rebirth. You're being broken at your core so that you can establish a new source, a new cosmic force. Okay? This is everything to do about what Pluto is purging in our souls and spirits so that we can gain greater and new love in Leo. Because right after this new moon, the moon's going to be in Leo, which is a huge deal. So, rebirth. Let's be honest. Majority of you guys watching this are having to face disappointments. There's certain hardcore realities that you just have to face that hurt a lot. So if you want to cry during this new moon ceremony, please start to let those tears out, because it's very important that you fully release, as we will do so, as what is being transformed is to shift from that to your happiness. It's important that you know this purge is effectively completely releasing the old nature of how you interacted with all these super psychic vibrations, so that you can literally step into your bliss. But in order to really activate this amazing transmutation, I want you to really go back to 6 years ago. 2008, okay? Where has your life shifted? 2008 and then again 2020. Right now, I want you to really just feel any stress draining from your vessel. We're going to start this meditation. So breathe down to your diaphragm and breathe out gratitude. Breathe into your diaphragm, right? The feeling of your aura and the feeling of your power. Because what we are transforming is with our sun and our moon, okay, opposite Pluto, total divine transfiguration. It's not as simple as this new moon happening and boom, you're transformed. 6 months in the making has built this energy up in your emotional body, in your mental body, in your spiritual awareness, in deeper facets, all in your unconscious. So now that we're at this exact opposition, and everything that comes out is going to establish the new Lionsgate Destiny Portal lesson. Okay? Sometimes you have to completely be broken so that when you lose a part of yourself, you can be reborn anew. So the theme is rebirth. A lot of you have been bridging past life archetypes, past life themes that you have been supposed to release because they do not align with the you, not the new you, but the reformed you, the you that is rebirthing. And I don't necessarily mean by choice either. I don't necessarily mean like, oh, I'm just deciding to become a new person. I'm talking about the life experiences where energetically speaking, you're calling it quits. Like it's the end of a certain way of feeling towards somebody. There's certain relationships that will end, even if you're still with someone, because the way you feel about them will completely transform. I literally have the Death and the High Priestess. The fundamental nature of your intuition is transforming forever because you've had 6 years to integrate the greater trust of your intuition. You must now feel into your superpower and breathe that in. Breathe in this reality, right? And then breathe out gratitude. Oh, how do I even say it? You want to breathe in the satisfaction, but you're literally breathing in and feeling that, right? And you're breathing it out into your reality. Breathe in the Neptune, breathe out the breathe in the Pisces, breathe out the Virgo. Okay. You breathing in the Pisces and visualizing it with Sagittarius. You're breathing with Gemini and you're breathing out Virgo. Okay. So as you maintain this breath, I really need to implement and kind of illustrate why this is the most important new moon in life. Well, in this year, okay, in the world, greater than space sector B, like this galaxy is a shit right now. You are breaking through. I kind of want to give you the impression, if some of you feel like you're dead, it's because you are. An illusion is going to be unveiled. And a lot of you have been working and moving in some autopilot state where you are just moving forward because you know you have to. And try as you may to incite some kind of motivation and inspiration, it's hard. You can see this reflected in society with people falling into all sorts of addictions and obsessions, trying to really grasp that spark of the divine. And it's not to say that other people have it, but this is a collective power surge that is literally activating right now. And think about this. We have built in our vessels, minds, and souls the belief in ourselves to really conceptualize metaphysical concepts about ourselves that push limits to what we thought we could do. So before we step into Leo season and plug this source consciousness of infinite nature that your body has now ingrained this Lucy drive of limitless potential in, Pluto and Cancer is washing your vessel. You can't necessarily just make something and then plug it in. When you engineer something, when you program something, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be a little bit of mess. There's going to be a little bit of rubble. So this Cancer energy is cleaning it. It's extending the divine car wash in Pisces season, and we're cleaning your insides, taking all that junk, taking all that gunk, taking all that negativity, taking all the energy that was projected on you that you gave yourself, and you're purging it. So breathe in satisfaction, breathe out gratitude, and just let go and drain any negativity. We are going to start with the earth right now. So start to feel the earth worming its way up your feet into your crown chakra as you breathe down all the stress. Okay, we're going to literally take our time with this because there is a lot of purging that has to be done, more so than is usual. Okay, there's going to be a more lucid clarity to the other world, the other facets of your being that will just kind of snap together psychic clarity. And you must be able to embrace your insecurities so you don't feel overwhelmed by this just sudden surge of awareness. Okay. Once again, right now that we're experiencing a true opposition and this is activating, I want you to, in your heart, really feel your rebirth. What are you being reborn into? Pluto and Saturn opposite this Cancer energy wants you to feel into the total mastery and control of your whole emotional body. 6 months from now, you're going to manifest total control over your being, so that as we step into this new karmic lesson, establishing sincerity, and how you really feel and what you feel like, what your energy signature is like, this has everything to do with what you're building in your life right now. A lot of this metaphysical conceptual frameworking is being made physical with the greater extent of your actions. And guess what? It really doesn't matter what other people think. And this is why I'm feeling, as I'm connecting with you, you really need to release every bit and parcel of that, because you're growing more psychic. And as your energetic vibration merges with the sea of other people's vibrations, this is going to have you blend and feel into this. And you kind of have to be a savage that is wearing no clothes and has a stick in their hand, like, oh, well, I'm naked. You probably feel more naked than you've ever felt in your entire life. Okay, so really, really, really focus a lot on this, because everything you've been wanting to manifest is going to just manifest in quick succession. And it's about having the right attitude, once again, to handle this. If you're still stuck in the old paradigm, if you're still stuck in the old way of feeling, this is what's going to really block you. So right now, I want you to really set the intention. What do you feel? How does your greatest self feel? Okay. Aries and Libra was all about, who are you? What is this identity? And how do you express this towards others? Based on who you are, right? How are you going to present and share this being? Now we're in Cancer, the full octave of this. So how does this feel? Based on the values of this identity, the message of this identity, what is the source? What is the connection? So I want you to really just drain this negativity. You hurt deeply inside, and it's okay to acknowledge this. It's okay to acknowledge that you may have sabotaged some efforts in what you seem you have wanted to do. It's okay to acknowledge that outside influences have taken advantage of your kindness in some cases, where you have also, done your part and certain things have not been fulfilled. You want to really acknowledge these feelings, because these are filler arc feelings. I'm just be real. All this is filler arc brought from 2009. And this is really what's here to, on a deep level, purge this. There, you want to really set this intention by feeling this. So take some time to feel this and breathe it in. And as you breathe it out the life gate and throat chakra, it becomes real. And feel more of this. So as you feel your greatest self, you'll feel this in your body, the physiological changes. Okay, you'll feel the blocks that literally serve to keep you back in that lower place of power as you step into your greater self. And it's literally as simple as feeling it, because when you operate based on this feeling, your actions are more sincere. Before you do anything, you want to gain this feeling and then operate from there. Okay, so once again, breathe into your diaphragm, breathe out gratitude, let it all drain. I want you to also now connect with the air element and envision white light bathing down your crown chakra and coming down to your feet. Now, this seems like emotional drama, but this is also amidst the grand earth and water trine. What's happening right now is you are experiencing the culmination and peak of this initial supernatural evolution. Over the next 24 hours, because you've been purging, you're going to start to feel your superpower emerge. And you can time this with the flow of the moon every degree as it moves past the sun. Every single degree as the moon now moves past the sun, you're going to feel your superpower emerge and manifest out. We are activating a new cycle that will be full in Aquarius and connect us with the infinite galactic source end of July, and then close the eclipse in Leo and plug this back into our hearts. Boom, we'll be on the red carpet, we'll be good to go. But right now, we're behind the red curtain, we're behind the curtain, we're backstage. This is where you have to face your fears about really performing, about really being the greatest you, and feel this, okay? And as you feel this, this is important because this is going to put you face to face with your fears and simultaneously everything you've been wanting to manifest. So once again, as we charge this energy, is what we're going to do is we're going to charge this energy and then we're going to release it to the universe. What is everything you are done with? What is everything that is over? What are certain habits that you're never really going to go back to doing? For example, this Pluto is in my eighth house. So there's a lot of addictions and habits that are naturally running its course, especially in the sense where there's really no facet to kind of do this. If this was in the seventh, this could be certain people you can't communicate or contact with. It's just the way reality has played itself out. It's naturally dead. Even if you want to move forward, the effects of it moving you back are going to be so much more. This is victory. It's not going to feel like that at first, but you are completely awakening and shifting your consciousness to where this will emerge over the next 3 weeks profoundly. We're stepping into a new stage of light, okay? It's time to take our power back. So really feel into your greatest self. We have connected with the earth and the air. You can now say positive affirmations. We are powerful. We are uplifted, just to charge this energy. Now we're going to do water and fire in a special way. Water and fire represent, with air and earth, we grounded our body with earth and we calmed our mind with air. Water and fire is going to be the desire, the feeling and the desire. So I want you to feel your intention. The intention you want to set for Cancer is to be reborn anew. You have to be willing to surrender your whole self to Pluto. Trust that Pluto and Saturn are invested in your greatest self. And now moving forward, if you're ready for this, this will transform your life. Some of you will feel this intensely, and just bear with me. We are going to channel Pluto through our vessel. So we don't normally do this, but as the water now, as we start to heal ourselves and feel into this healing, I want you to feel nourishing, healing blue light, breathing that in, healing your body, and then breathe it out. So as you breathe this, breathe in the desire of your manifestation. Once again, what is the emotional control? What is the greatest facet of yourself you're ready to ascend to this top of the mountain to? Because in 6 months, you're manifesting this. Not in 6 years, not in some far utopian future. In 6 months, you're manifesting the greatness of your entire being that has been the whole life in your making. 3 months from now, we're going to checkpoint this with how well you can directly give this being towards others, so that through relationship development over the last 3 months of the 6 months, bam, you're there before you build a whole nother year of internal personal development. So this is it. Know that everything that you accept in is going to powerfully instill with your forward direct action that you commit to. So as you breathe this in, I want you to now feel Pluto beaming down your crown. Breathe in the energy of Pluto and evoke and invoke the willingness to surrender all the unwanted feelings, all the feelings that you do not identify with. Let Pluto purge. This is an emotional transformation that will literally birth new feeling, okay? Some of you are very disoriented because you don't know how to feel. And that's what's put a lot of you in depression, because some of you have been so deeply drawn, tied, and connected to certain difficult situations that brought out profound realizations. You want to release any disappointment. You want to release right now, which I'm getting a lot of you to release the feeling of what was supposed to be, because you may have been so attached to that you don't even realize that even though you're focusing on what went wrong, there's a whole better situation that's about to play out. Okay. I want you to really embrace this theme of rebirth. Whatever you are disappointed about, and I mean this in a collective sense, every single person has a major disappointment that they're having to really filter through. I hope you understand that you are stepping into a cycle that is going to bless you with greater bliss than what you're walking away from. And it's important to know, because at this stage, many of you are battered and beaten. We're about to step into victory, Leo season. Many of you feel like you can't go anymore, and that's okay. But you have to be willing to completely purge and release this right now, because you're about to transform and trigger more than everything you wanted. The reason why this is going to feel like everything you wanted is because the purpose of this is to take back your power, to where you're not waiting for it to come on your lap. You're manifesting it yourself. But it wasn't as simple as just having the willpower to want to do it. You have been fighting hardcore spiritual battles to just fight for the right to be you, have your own conscious free thoughts, feel in the way you've wanted to, and you're a motherfucking badass that you're still alive. Do you know how many people have killed themselves? Do you know how many people have died fighting to preserve what they believe in, fighting to at least gain some sliver of success in a world that's slowly awakening to its own amazingness, potential, and godhood? A lot of your ancestors have fought long and hard just to set you up to continue their legacy. And when we talk about this energy, you're establishing how you feel about this. What is the future that you see for yourself? It's okay if you only see a glimpse of it. Okay, it's okay if you only see a glimpse of it. What you want to do is completely not hope for it, but feel it. Feel yourself there now and anchor that feeling. Okay, you are more than a badass. What's up, Rafa Mama? Once again, with the Judgment card here, with the Two of Cups, with the High Priestess, with the Ten of Cups, you at this point have a very powerful, deep soulmate connection with somebody that is bridging into both of you accepting the connection. Now, let me tell you something. You have a soulmate connection with this individual, but that doesn't mean that you are all on good terms. In fact, what has been difficult about this is having to deal with the complex compatibility with certain individuals while you still have your own ego. They still have their own ego. You still clash with that person in fundamental ways. And this is a large root of what you're having to purge. This is a large root of what you're having to clear, to where you can't just necessarily forget about everything you've gone through, but you need to be open to the full transmutation and transformation of this. Sometimes, my friends, when certain things don't work out and they die, they are reborn in new and better form. That is the way and nature of life. And you have to understand that you had to suffer through this defeat. You had to go through this transformation, which for some of you is not a defeat, but a victory, in that you're purging every bit and part of you that isn't you. You are being made so much stronger, like Von has said. So once again, as you breathe this in, okay, I hope you guys are doing the breathing. I'm doing so much talking because this is it. This is it. If there was ever it, this is it. Okay, Jupiter is direct. Jupiter being direct during this new moon that is trining is moving us forward to the divine race of consciousness, where we start to interact with interstellar hosts of cosmic amazingness and quantum possibility. You're about to really ascend to the higher mind of your super consciousness. And it all starts 2 years ago, but it's all enacting now. Everything that you've been working for the past 15 years, the past 10 years, is in a position to where you're ready to move forward, regardless of really what other people think and feel, because you're still you and you're still alive. And let me tell you something. If it feels like there's certain facets, because some of you are still going to feel the attachment and connection to this. And this is not easy. Some of you feel down for your soul that you're connected to something that seems like a dead end. Some of you have been really having to move forward and connect with something that only you can see. You need to be willing to risk it all for something that only you can see. And other people may not be able to get it like you get it, even the people that you're trying to reach. And it's okay, because up until this point, you just had to hold space so that you can understand what facets of yourself also kind of block yourself from seeing this the right way. Now that you're purging it, you have to really open up to the truth that what you personally feel is a dead end is transforming into everything you ever wanted. Pluto is all about transformation and rebirth. So be open to looking forward to what you're ready to achieve in a new form and in a new way. Trust me when I say, right now, it definitely looks like you're not necessarily going to overcome certain disappointments, but those disappointments are going to pale in comparison to the powerful energy you're going to step into. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Every single moment from this point, you will feel the emergence of your super self. So as you feel this, I want you to channel Pluto. I'm going to spend a couple minutes with you breathing this in. Feel your super self and drain any stress. What is it that you're doing? How does it impact and affect and transform the world? Feel into your greatness. So I'm going to express important channeled messages. So I want you to breathe into your diaphragm. Breathe it out into reality. And as you breathe and your body gets more tingly and your energy and light body activates, shout out to Heather at Babe. I'm really glad this is working. I'm hoping you guys are feeling relieved and amazing, because this is about to step into the most epic, amazing part of your life. But it's okay. Okay, so breathe in, and now I want you to envision and feel the intense energy of Pluto just breaking away at any impurities, and envision fire that's burning around your ember. I will be channeling, okay? The first thing I need to channel and really, really open up with is, you have been betrayed. You have been lied to. There has been an element of your connection with the divine that from the get-go has been skewed. It has taken your first Saturn return, a vehicle of maturation up until the first 30 years, to understand this. And then for some of you, it's taken a whole Chiron return and 50 years to be given the keys to now change this and transmute your reality. But Chiron in Pisces is the divine's way of saying, hey, we fucked up. We screwed up. We've allowed dark entities to influence you in a way that has really removed all belief in trust, in magic, and in us. We are reestablishing this right now. You need to release all guilt over everything that has not worked out right in your life, over everything that you feel you have 100% directly feel responsible for. It is not your fault. Everything that you have taken responsibility for is your own right. But the guilt that you're feeling from is not your right to feel. And you must drain this guilt moving forward. It is feelings like guilt, it is feelings like shame, and it is feelings like disbelief in yourself that will be manipulated by dark forces moving forward. You cannot block these chakras and tap into your strength and power if you're going to let this negativity hold you back. You must make the decision to live forth a new life. You're feeling your superpower, but this ritual is not only, like Brown Burrito said, connecting you to the roots of your ancestry with Cancer, it's establishing and transforming your world. A lot of you may just quit jobs. A lot of you may just stop what you're doing and realize my heart's not in this like I thought it was. I need to go deeper within. I need to do something different. All right. And this is what's going to open up right now because you're ready to receive this. You're going to really be in a position to where you are reborn. What are you reborn as? What is your rebirth? What is dead and what is beginning? I want you to take any habits. I want you to take any negative behaviors, toxic relationships, and tonight I want you to either do it for the last time, do something and a ritual that marks that it's the last time. Well, whether that's actually doing it and then banishing it with the name of Pluto, or not doing it and just kind of just letting it go. There's a finality to this that you're going to move forward with reformed behavior. And I don't want to frame it in the sense where you're just letting go, because everything about Pluto is obsessive. I don't want to frame this to where you're just letting go of negative feelings and addictions. This is spiritual sovereignty that you're reclaiming on a deeply emotional level to feel the ways you want to feel when you want to feel so that you can now charge your energy body and channel greater psychic power. You're going to really open up so much more because a lot of what you've been obsessing over, which everyone has been obsessing over, either someone, one ideal, one thing, this is now ready to open up. Your ability to interact with this is able to actually like astound and enable with this partial eclipse the ability for you to break through into higher conscious ground. And once again, this is at 20 degrees. And so 20 degrees is a degree of mastery that passionately aligns you with your true legacy. Okay? It's about to get super real, my friends. That's really all I can say. Continue to channel and breathe this energy. The next channel message that I have for you is you're going to, for those of you who feel, because some of you watching me, you have heavy fire in your chart. So it's not really that you feel dead. Some of you don't really feel dead. You've always felt full of life. I don't necessarily want to blanket statement those who feel dead inside to everybody because it doesn't apply to everybody. Some people like me, like I have Pluto on my moon, so I'm going through this rebirth. Like if you've been feeling your soul not wanting to even get with the program, it's because it's going through its metamorphosis process. It's going through something very delicate. And this is where you now start to take the keys and break through. This is where you now start to develop a greater control over your energy to where you were having your energy hijacked. This is where I say you're being controlled, possessed by certain energies that you didn't know because you might not have known who you were at that time because you were lied to about who you were. Okay. And this is important to release all guilt and to release all shame You want to let Pluto release fear, guilt, and shame from you with this. This is all about metamorphosis, transformation. This is literally about transforming how you feel entirely so that by 6 months from now, certain emotional patterns that you've had will no longer exist. Like it's dying, it's done. So the only homework that I have for you tonight is really do a special ritual where you take everything you're done doing, all the relationships you're done investing in, however this applies to you, and officially mark its death and end. Almost as if we did that funeral ritual again. As you feel Pluto descend down on your crown and you feel its intensity more, I want you to focus a lot on this intention. And when you feel ready, release it. So breathe in your desire, feel it. And once you fully felt it, release it to Pluto and release it to the sky and just let it go. Okay. For the rest of this moon in Cancer, after you release it, you just want to let this energy go and you just want to move forward and focus. You can continue to do the breathing exercise. Breathe in your greatest self, breathe out gratitude, and just allow this power to emerge. Once the moon steps into Leo, you're going to start to tap into a new courage and a new source. So just allow this energy to flow as it may. There's great transformation occurring, but just know one ending is leading into a new beginning. And this is what I have to say. There's judgment. There's the Two of Cups. There's the High Priestess. Because you're purging your emotional body, because you're getting ready to let go of everything that was holding you back. This is what I was talking about with relationships. It works for single people too. What's going to happen with Venus and Virgo that is trining Uranus and Taurus and also Saturn, you're going to find that long-term unions and kindred souls and relationships just manifest. Even those of you who are already with people, like you're going to connect with your deep. And when I say that you connect, I'm talking about connecting with people your soul is truly connected to, who you've been feeling. So I'm not saying that you're going to because the Ten of Cups is here, but when I say connect, I just mean as far as heart to heart. Some of you may connect and still establish your dislike for each other, but this is going to be a very, very powerful connection that's going to be happening over the next 48 hours. You're going to really be establishing this soul connection because your energy is purged, and the blocks that blocked you two together from meeting or blocked you two together from connecting more intimately are gone. Over the next 6 months, you're going to be building what was meant to be built. But I just need to let you know the delays and the blockages were because Saturn was squaring Neptune, fighting an intergalactic war with Poseidon versus Kronos, trying to determine when we manifest what, how we test what. Now it's in Capricorn, and things and themes that we're supposed to manifest are manifesting. The breakthroughs in the careers that you've been wanting to manifest will be manifesting because as opposed to then versus now, how you feel about it is completely shifted. The energy you're putting into it, the realistic perspective towards with everything going on, how to even see it is monumentally changing everything. Yes, the leading lady coach, this is the twin flames reuniting. Twin flames over the next 10 days are going to be reuniting physically. Some of you are already with your twin flames. So it's literally like the indicator is going to turn on and it's like, oh, it's you. Or you know what I mean? Like physical connections. Like this is going to come like wildfire. I don't want to just say twin flame, but you guys have been feeling this, by the way. And that's why this has been difficult. I'm going to show you this again. Like this is totally surrounded around, you know what I mean? Releasing shame, releasing old constructs, and stepping into new bliss. So the reason why I don't like to focus exclusively on soulmates or twin flames, but this is the purpose of it, because what's going to happen? The portal, the twin flame portal that opened August 2017, and before that in 2014, right? By the way, once again, I'm only focusing on the ceremony. So if I'm not going to do the super chat, but I will do whoever donated the next live video, by the way. But once again, this is specifically about twin flames, because this is why a lot of you are feeling that soul level rejection. Some of you have felt soul level rejection. This is what I mean with Pluto. That makes it pretty harsh. Some of you have felt soul level rejection to where it's like you have the connection, but you have manifested the blocks that get in the way of certain connections furthering up. This is 100% clearing. This is 100% releasing. The reason why over the next 10 days, you're going to reconnect with the soulmate. And I don't mean this in the sense where it's like, oh, we just decide to talk. I'm talking about fate and destiny itself are going to reroute y'all. Like, you might not have any intention of connecting with a certain person, and it just so happens they're in the same place as you. Like, karma is going to hash itself out. Know that the soul level rejection that you felt was a mirroring of a rejection within them. This is why this has to be 100% really hashed. And this is where I'm saying, for some of you, you may deal with this in a new form. Some of you were dealing with this rejection, and this is where, when it comes with the twin flame vibration, some of you had to deal with what not to do. Some of you had to deal with a past life soulmate who agreed to do this rejection. Maybe their higher self was sad about it. Like, oh, I hate that I have to reject you in this lifetime, but I have to break you down so that now that you're manifesting the true twin flame relationship, you now know more what to do, and you're manifesting how it's supposed to be. There is a definite theme as opposed to the dark. Like, you had to go through the dark, and now you're stepping into the light, because it's going to revisit everything that was wrong, and now you're going to be rectified. Now you're going to know how it's supposed to feel. And this is important, because if you just had it, if it just came at first and you were not made aware of these insecurities, you were not made aware of these emotional issues you had, then the relationship would have devolved. Now, when they do come up, which it will, you're more equipped. You're ready. You went through that ego death in 2014 and then again in 2016. You can handle it. You can handle stuff that 3-4 years ago would have terrified you. Some of you can go out and talk to someone and get to know people, all right? And really be in a position to open up a lot more. So just know, once again, over the next 10 days, twin flame soulmates are going to be reuniting like crazy. Why? Because the final Lion's Gate portal that is going to establish the heart is going to connect. Now, feel this. In order for you to tap into your infinite source, this is what you need your twin flame for. So that's why I'm saying, in a lot of cases, you're going to connect with your twin flame in a sense where it's like, oh, we're not going to get, like, your twin flame could already be married to somebody. For some of you meeting your twin flame for the first time, you're going to have to learn how to realistically develop a connection with this person, because it's like your vessels are just functioning energetically. This person can already have emotions invested with someone else. You could already be with someone else. So just know the main motivation for this is not romance. It's not the soulmate twin flame connections you're going to make is not about romance. Some of you will be in a position to connect romantically with this soulmate or twin flame. This is 100% finally connecting to your energy core source. You had to purge your energy individually. You had to go through these lessons individually. In order for you to tap into your superpower, you need to ascend with your twin flame, the other aspect of yourself. It's just in the sense where you both resonate souls. It's just a simple soul resonation, and this will negative, positive, yin yang, boom. This is going to tap you into your superpower. Some of you have felt this for the longest time. It's like, you know, you're whole within yourself, but you kind of need, one battery doesn't turn on something. You need 2 batteries. So I want you to really think about this theme, because it's about to be made super real. in the sense where you're going to finally be in a position to connect with this person and activate that core source, infinite energy. That's really the purpose of your twin flame. Now, a lot of the relationship has been romanticized. So that's why you can only find your twin flame or be with your twin flame when you're 100% focused on you. Because now that you've gone through your own ego death to be reborn, your twin flame is going to mirror this too. And now you're going to connect. Now, after you connect, if you decide to do anything romantic, if you decide on anything business or whatever, that's on you. But this is literally happening so that you can, what's supposed to happen? Like a lot of, dude, what's going to happen for a lot of you is you're going to meet your twin flame, you connect, and then your twin flame goes their way and you go their way. You probably won't reconnect in another 5 years, but you wouldn't even feel separation because you will have established the infinite connection to where now you feel them so much more strongly. Whereas before you feel them, but the connection's glitched. It's like, what the hell? I don't know how to understand this connection. Now it's about to be smooth. Now your intuitions aren't going to be fighting each other. Now your intuition is going to be wedded. It's going to be connected. Okay. Very creepily so, but also in the most divine of ways. So trust that feeling. You're not crazy. Some of you have been very confused because you have played off certain higher selves. For example, I have a more on my sun. I'm a lover card energy. I'm a twin flame energy. So some of you have felt perhaps that I'm your twin flame. Some of you have felt, you know what I'm saying? Like you have a special connection to me that is unexplainable, and that, I might feel it too. And then when you talk to me about it and I tell you that I don't feel anything, you're confused. Don't feel you're crazy because of that incongruence. People like me or Geminis, we mirror that vibration for you. We prepare you to find your true twin flame. So it's not to say that you don't have a special connection with me, but you have a soulmate that you connect with who mutually is aware of your connection that you are with them. So I need to let you know your true twin flame feels what you feel. If you're connecting with someone and they don't necessarily, they're not aware, it's not that they're not awake enough. It's not that, oh, they just don't get it. Oh, they just don't feel into it. You also have to keep into account that some people are just really psychic and they're able to reflect things. So I'm just letting you know that because you are going to really get in the sense that you really do know who this true soul vibration is. And the more you focus on the vibration and less of the identity, right? Focus more on the Cancer and less about the Aries. Focus more on the actions and less about the appearance, because this is going to key you in. Some of you are around your twin flame right now, and if you're trying to look at them based on how you want them to look, you may not notice. But if you look at the actions they do, it's actually very much so the yin to you. So if you don't know, this is going to be revealed. Once again, the last 10 days of this transit are the last 10 days of Cancer season, to where you can connect passionately with this individual and really individuals, because this is going to be soulmates you connect with in a powerful way to push you forward. The people who you're meant to be working with, the people who you're meant to connect with, so that you can build this new emotional world. So the last thing we're going to do is to call in this soulmate and twin flame relationship. Express as you've released, you are ready to fully connect. Some of you in relationships are already with this person. So the way you're going to experience this is the blocks to deeper intimacy where you just couldn't get each other, they're now fully pushed past, because you had to deal with those challenges hands on. You had to deal with the threat of completely like ending the relationship. And those of you who didn't end and work through, you're getting rewarded for that. So worry not, because my heart goes out to some of you. Some of you really feel like you're cursed in love. Some of you really feel like you're going to be alone and you're not even like 40 or 30. Some of you really feel like this is definitely going to be a difficult chapter. You're ready now. Just open your heart for it, believe it, visualize that you have a very compatible soulmate out here. And the reason why I'm focusing on soulmate love is Cancer energy. This is Two of Cups. This is Venus in Cancer, and Venus is in Virgo right now. We're focusing with Leo a lot on who you're connecting with, what source, who is it that you connect with, what is it that you connect with that fills and inspires your heart with love. And for most of you, this is connected with a soulmate twin flame that you both share energy with, okay? And you're both going to share a lot of power with too. So with that being said, you all stay blessed. I'm going to end this ceremony here. You really just want to focus on keeping your heart open. If there's anything you need to say to anybody important, you can now take the action to making the decision, all right, to take that risk to manifest something that only you can see. So if you need to talk to that person that might already, you know, and it might be a weird conversation or something, if you need to actually take that step, you know what I mean? There will be extreme precautions, but do so. Okay, it will totally be worth it if you're ready. If you're ready to tap in and harness true power, okay, surrender and be prepared for your new reborn life. Okay, we will be building this over the next 6 months. Shout out to those of you who donated in the live chat and sent super chat. I will be pulling those for the next live video that I do. Y'all stay blessed. And until next time, peace.